Hey guys, welcome back to Bearded Lumber. Matthew and I appreciate you tuning in today. We're over here in our workshop. Got an update on our F450. A lot's happened since you've seen it last, and I got a lot of things to do today. So come right back. We'll talk about what we've done and what we got on tap for today. Hey guys, appreciate you tuning in. I know it's not sawmilling, but when we get this thing running and back on the road like it's supposed to be, you'll see it in a lot of sawmill videos. So it is sawmill related. It holds true to our theme. You don't have to spend money just throwing money away. I could have easily went and bought a $20,000, $30,000 truck. A couple reasons I didn't. One, I don't need a $30,000 truck. I want a truck. I don't need one because I got one that works. I just don't like it that well. It don't have air conditioning. Okay, that's the biggest knock against it. And it's not a truck that I want to drive to 400 miles to go get something with. And that's what I'm looking for, something I have a lot more confidence in to put that kind of mileage on if I had a need to. So we found this truck on the cheap. If you've watched any of the videos, I paid $3,500 for it and I drove it home. Since then we've transferred the title. I didn't put a tag and insurance on it because it's not roadworthy yet, but the title's in my name, so that was a cost. We spent $500 first day, 2 batteries, oil change, filter change, just maintenance items, and then we've probably spent another $400 or $500 since then. Now, let's talk about what we've done that you hadn't seen since then. Put in a new set of headlights. They weren't overly expensive. The ambulance didn't have a horn on it. The horn they used was built into these sirens, and I didn't want no part of that, so I did buy a new horn for it. Got to have a horn to pass inspection. So that's good enough for me. When you go get your inspection, that'll pass. I have steam cleaned it. That helped a lot. Didn't do anything to the motor as far as steam cleaning. One reason is it's not that dirty, which is really a surprise. Pop the hood. It's very clean underneath. It's been sitting here for 2 days, and there's not a drop under it. Now, it may come out tomorrow and there's a puddle, but right now there's no drop under it. Let's see, we wired in the lights. We stripped the emergency lighting out of the front dash, front grille area. We didn't need none of that. I can't take these out. The only way I can eliminate these is to change fenders. Might happen, probably won't. Put a new air filter in it. Like I say, fuel filter. We stripped all the ambulance wiring out of it. They was at least 8 or 10 looms, bigger than your finger. There's a hole in the firewall, literally, that big, that they all went through. Still got to get it sealed up. That's kind of it on the hood. Everything looks good. Hadn't been monkeyed with. We stripped all the extra air conditioning lines, extra heater lines off that went to the back of the truck. Went through every fuse on it. It's always good practice on an old truck car. Pull all the fuses out, make sure they're not blowed, and stick them back in, just because of corrosion. So, done all that. Let's go to the back of the truck. We'll talk about the cab in a minute. Back of the truck, like I say, I steam cleaned it. The exhaust system, really short. It used to come over here. I shortened it up, stubbed it out to that side. That's all it needs. The rear end, I pulled both sets of wheels off, adjusted the parking brake, got a good look at the disc brakes. They got, sorry about that, they got plenty of miles left on them. The one thing I was unsatisfied with was putting air in these two tires. It's just about impossible. So I bought an airline extension kit for a dually. That'll take that one and this one and bring them out here, and you pop rivet to your beauty ring, your filler necks, where you can easily check them and add air as needed. Because, you know, if you're gonna go put a load on it, you need to check your air in your tires, and it's almost impossible with these dualies. I got the same problem with that truck over there. The inside tires don't get checked because it's just hard to get to them. So, like I say, I went through this, did find out it has a unique rear end setup in it. This is, when it was built, it was a silent drive, what they call a silent drive rear end. They got bought out by Dexter about the same year they made this. So this is a Dexter air ride suspension for ambulances or any cabin chassis in the day you could buy it. The reason they bought these for ambulance, one, is a better ride quality, and two, they had the feature when they opened the back doors, the ambulance would kneel. Well, we're going to do away with all that. I don't need it kneeling in the rear end. But that's why they run this in an ambulance, ride quality, and the ability to set that rear end down to make it easier getting in the gurney in and out. Back of the cab, we got one big hole here. We're going to have to pull the trim away on the inside. We'll put a piece of metal there and weld it in, and it'll get painted over. Never be no problem. The back window, I thought we was going to have to replace it. It looks so bad, but amazing what you can do with purple power and a razor blade. Scraped all the funk off of it, cleaned it up, and then used some glass cleaner on it. Good enough. The sliding window part works, still latches. I'm happy. Top of the cab looks good. I got one light up there I did notice. One of the clearance lights out. I got to get it fixed. Back to the chassis. Rear end, everything looks good. Greased the drive shaft. Let's go back here. Now, it's hard to tell. I got all this stuff set on it right now. But this thing has a brand new gas tank and a brand new fuel pump in it. So that's an added bonus. The airbags are deflated at the moment, but they look good, they look serviceable. Now, let's talk about what we got in today from Amazon. Already put one on. Here's the other one. A new power mirror for the driver's side. They're pretty good. They make them fit multiple years. If you got a newer one with heated mirrors and the marker light, you can use this plug. If old truck like mine, 2000, you use that plug and it's plug and play. Let's see here. I bought a new oil cap. The one that's on there, it works. Let me go get it and I'll show you. I'll be right back. It's just, we're trying to make it serviceable. So why not spend $1 or $2? I think it was $7-8 for a new oil cap. Somebody knocked the top off of it. For whatever reason, I don't know how you break the top off a oil cap, but bought a new cap put on it. I'll show you the cab in a minute. I got the cab all tore apart. Power mirrors didn't work right. The passenger window would go down, wouldn't go up. Got a new window regulator or motor for it, and the motor wasn't a problem. Switch was a problem. So I got a new switch. I couldn't put it all together because I needed the mirror to put on. I needed the motor, and I put a new power lock mechanism in that side as well. Now, the driver's side, I got a new door latch, because that door latch, sometimes you close it closed, sometimes it don't even close, or it don't latch. So I got a new latch, I got a new power lock mechanism in there, and I got a new power door lock switch, because the passenger side would work, but the driver's side wouldn't work. The switch is bad, and I couldn't control the window on the passenger side from the driver's side, so I got a new driver's side window control switch. And these are not expensive. These are like $15 something. I mean, it's not gonna break the bank. And then, like I said, this thing's an air ride. I don't like the system that's on it. It's overly complicated. It has the kneeling capability, so we're gonna do away with it. I've got a load leveler set up. This is all digital. You can't see anything till it illuminates, but you can adjust the pressure to either bag, how much you want. If you're riding down the road and it's a little rough, you can soften the bags up, or if it's squatting a little bit, you can air the bags up a little bit. But it'll take a good bit to get it wired up. Here's your manifold switch. These two will send air or release air out of the airbag to get it to the proper pressure you want. That comes with a couple relays and different things. That'll be in a whole nother video there. I do have the pump and the tank for it. This tank on the back of the ambulance is going away. Here's some of your load leveling stuff or kneeling, and it's just overcomplicated for a dump truck. But we'll be cutting this off right at the end of the original chassis. We don't need the extra 18 inches they added. No bed will fit on it. This is a standard, what they call an 84 cab to axle. If you measure from the center of the axle to the back of the cab, it's 84 inches. I think a standard is like 60. Don't hold me to it, but 60 something from cab to axle on just a regular dually truck, not a extended cab and chassis like this is. So when you're ordering a bed or looking for a used bed, you need to know your cab to axle measurement, and then you need to know your overall length. So now, that's all the parts and pieces we got. Now let's go look at the cab. It is tore apart. I'm not doing this video as a how-to video. You can watch plenty of better videos on how to change this stuff out. I'm just showing you what we're doing. Now this door it was completely disassembled, but now it's back part together. I've got the latch mechanism in, the power lock mechanism. Here's the window motor. I was waiting to get the switch, to put the switch in and make sure the motor would go one way, make sure it'd go both ways. And then it'll go back on, they go back on the window regulator, or the, they go back on this frame and go back into the window. Let's see. I did replace the outside door card on this one, mainly so I could key both doors the same way, and it does close like a dream. So this cab's had a lot of miles on it. A lot of times the door's been open, a lot of times the window's been up and down, and it's not that much money to go ahead and fix it now so that we can use it. I'm still debating. I'd like to find a buddy seat. I had a 99 250 years ago. It was a 5.4 gas truck, 4-wheel drive. Nice truck, just wasn't diesel. And it had a buddy seat in the middle, the console. It folded up, there's a buddy seat. I'm going to get one for this truck eventually. I'm just not going to pay what people think they're worth. That'd be for one of the grandkids if they want. You know, I could haul me and Matthew and Mordecai or Henry or one of the girls. You know, just add another available seat as well as have a console. But I looked at one on eBay the other day, one like $800. I'm like, yeah, you need to quit smoking that crack, buddy. You can shoot for the moon and miss. I ain't paying that. I ain't gonna pay it. The upper part of the seats look pretty good. The bottoms are just typical. Normally you don't see the passenger seat ragged out like this one, but being this was an ambulance, it had probably just as many butts in this seat as the driver had. But you can buy new seat bottoms for these in the right color, around $200. I may end up just putting seat bottoms, depending on if I can. I'd put all 3 seats in if I could find somebody who's willing to sell it at a reasonable price. You know, I'm not paying $1,200 for 25-year-old seats. Ain't doing it. I work too hard for my money. I got better sense than that. There's somebody out there that understands that it's just old stuff. If I don't sell it to you, it may never sell. You know, this stuff's got an age limit on it. At some point, it won't be worth much anymore. But that's where we're at. Like I say, here's your power lock motor. Now luckily these are universal. So if you get one for one side, it'll fit the other. Same thing with these motors. This, you see my pigtails. Put the new motor in, and it only went one way. And so I went and made me some pigtails to where it switches from positive to negative, and that's how it spins the motor. On one side, this is positive. On the next side, this side's positive. So I swapped it, and the motor run. I'm like, well, the switch is bad, so order the switch. This motor's still good. I'll put a piece of tape on it, and keep it for a good spare because may need it. Luckily, these are universal. They'll fit on either door. Pretty smart of you, Ford, for doing that. So we'll hang on to that. The other door is not as bad. Well, it is. It's about as bad as this one. I've got to take the whole lock mechanism out because I got a new lock and I got a new power lock actuator. Got those two new switches, and I've got to get the mirror off of it. You don't have to take the door card off to get the mirror, but I got to take the door card off to tear into this door. And like I say, I'm not here doing a video to teach you how to do that. Do like I did. I watched the video. The guy that service tech went into great detail. I learned a lot from him. I'm here to show you what I'm doing to improve the truck. So when we go to use it, all this stuff works. I hate getting in the truck, the windows won't roll down or the power mirrors won't work because I'm 6 foot tall and Matthew's 5'9", I think. So he sets up close to the steering wheel and moves all the mirrors. And when I get in, I slam the seat all the way in the back and I got to move all the mirrors. So if power mirrors don't work, it's an annoyance. And it's not that much money to fix it, so I'm going to fix it. Enough talking about it. Let's just get to work. And I'm going to try to get this door put back together. And yeah, it's almost 7 o'clock already, but it's feeling better. I got the fan over here. Get the fan on me. Get a little breeze blowing. And one day I want this poured in concrete. Now, one thing I will suggest, guys, you see there's a plug-in right there. There's one over there. Somebody's hit that one. And on that post over there, there's another plug-in. And over on the wall is another plug-in. Never go wrong adding plug-ins. Because you know what I'm going to do with that fan? I'm going to plug that sucker in right there and blow it on my back while I'm working. As you can see, I'm dripping. But that's tech tip of the day. When you're adding on to your house, your shop, living room, bedroom, whatever, add the plug-ins. You won't regret it. If it sits over there for 30 years and you never use it, it don't cost you that much. But the day you plug something in, you're like, man, I'm glad I put that plug in there. Tip of the day. Okay, give me just a minute. I'll come back over here and we'll get to it. Okay, guys, we're back. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to switch out this switch for the power windows. Put in a new one and see if this motor will go both ways before I assemble anything. Okay, still got the same problems. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over here and I'm going to change this one and see if that helps alleviate the problem. Somewhere there's an issue. That's what we're chasing. Oh. Luckily Ford made these pretty easy. Just snap it out. Okay. Okay. Still got a problem. May have a broken wire. This controller. Now, find my test light. I'll do some testing, see if we got power in the right places. Okay, give me just a minute. Let me chase this wire down. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. As you can tell, it's the next day. I stayed out here for till 9 o'clock last night chasing a problem. And Matthew, this afternoon, we took a few minutes to come over here. And with two of us, we could get on both sides of the truck with a ohm meter checking continuity, and we found the problem. The two wires that travel from this door to that door has got a short somewhere, and I'm not going to find it. We're going to run two new wires that go from this switch to the other door, through the door, across the dash, out the other side. Problem solved. This window goes up and down, and the driver's window controls this window to go up and down as well. I kind of figured that was the problem, but you can't check it on both sides of the truck by yourself. You need two people, good competent help to do it. And with Matthew's help, in about 30 minutes, I knew what the problem was, but then we started checking and isolating, and then got down to the point we actually pulled two wires. Here they are. These are the two travelers. And what's screwy about these is in one configuration, this is positive, this is negative. And when you mash the switch, they switch. Now this is negative and the other one's positive. One or both of these travelers has got a break in it somewhere. So we're just going to eliminate them, not worry about it. The cab's got 400,000 miles on it. As an ambulance, ain't no telling how many times the door's been opened and closed. I've shook the joints around the door, and I can't seem to find it, so I don't know where the break is, and I'm not putting the effort into finding it. We've got thousands of feet of new wire laying here. We're going to run two new circuits and make it work the way it should, so I can get this door put back together. It's about to get on my nerves. So that catches you up. It's a process, people. It takes time to work through it all, but we're getting there. So we'll bring you back when we get some of this installed. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys, welcome back. It's been another day. I didn't get any filming done. You can't give up on this stuff. It will drive you nuts. It took getting Matthew's help because I needed somebody on both sides of the truck. It ended up, the trouble I was having with the power window was a broke wire somewhere in between, because we basically jumped two wires from the driver's door over here to the passenger door. They're travelers, and everything worked. And short of just destroying the truck, tearing it apart, trying to find those, we run two new wires from this door across the cab, come out in that door, and wired it in. And now the window goes up, window goes down. Got the door card all put back together. Got our mirrors on. I'm happy with it. The controller for that mirror and this mirror goes up, down, and in. It won't go out. So I've got to order a new controller for that side. As far as this door, a part of the aggravation was after we got the window fixed to where, got power to it, put the window in there and it locked up. It would not go up, would not go down, and we fought with it, struggled with it. I finally took the whole mechanism out, the window out several times, took the whole the seal system out. If you look real close, greased it. I don't know what it was. There's something in there that kind of glued itself shut and was causing an issue, but we got it. We put a new latch on the outer handle, and an actuator for the power locks, the window motor, which ended up, window motor wasn't bad. Put a new switch on it, Wasn't a switch, it was a broke wire. Same thing over there. I got a new switch. Really didn't need it, so I got some spares. New mirrors. I think I showed you the other day. We put new headlights in it. It's got 2 brand new batteries today. I cheaped out. I admit it was my fault. I bought the red batteries. I figured I'd get a year out of them anyway. Try to save a buck. 10 days, I took both of them back and said, guys, one of them was bad. It was just nothing there. I put a load tester on it and it was gone. So it's got 2 new die-hard golds in it, so hopefully we can get some mileage out of that. This door, got our mirror on. I've still got to disassemble and put the new handle on. And while I'm in there, I'm gonna put a new door latch and a power lock actuator. Everything works here. Like I said, the only issue is this switch. Both mirrors work, you know, left, up, and down, but the out on that mirror and be in on this mirror don't work. So I'm hoping it's just the switch. Just another $13 down the road. So I had to hold the camera because I even got a stand over here. I'm trying to wrap this up. We're getting closer. Runs good, drives good. We got to work on the air ride suspension part. I was kind of waiting till we got our bed so we know exactly where we want to situate it. Teaser, we got a bed. You'll see it soon. It ain't here. Wasn't paid for it today, so it'll be here soon. Yeah, I was happy with it. So that's gonna do it on our 450 update today, guys. A lot of work goes into this, but this is how you save money. You're willing to get in there and learn. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, burnt Google up a good bit, learning stuff. If you're mechanical at all, you can grow your skills. If you're not mechanical, you can learn how to be. It's just, you know, positive, negative wiring. You know, it's mechanical stuff. You can learn to figure it out. There's lots of good videos out there. I'm not doing a how-to video. I'm just doing a what we did video. There's plenty of better videos out there on how to disassemble a F450 door and get all the parts and pieces out of it and figure out how they work, how the electric flows, and put it all back together. So, and that's how I fixed this one. I watched a couple videos, I read some wiring diagrams and understood how the power flowed, and then I could say, well, it's not flowing. And we narrowed it down to those 2 travelers. One or both of them was messed up, and it was easier just to bypass both of them. So we're up and running. That's going to do it. Stay tuned for more on this. As usual, you know, is our modus operandi is we don't waste money. If we can do it cheaper and better, that's the way we're going to do it. Sometimes you have to spend good money on new stuff, but you don't always have to. So that's what this whole build is about. We started with a budget-friendly truck, and we're going to spend what we got to spend to make it usable, but we're going to be 20% of the cost of a new one. Probably less than that if you add in the cost of a new bed. I priced a new bed. They're like $15,000. So we'll be way under budget where I'd like to be on a good used truck that does the same job as, you know, one you went and bought off the showroom floor. So guys, we appreciate you watching. Big shout out to Matthew and Solomon doing our videos. Don't forget to check out Solomon's channel, Third Beard Fishing. If you want a hat, and I promise it'll be clean, unlike mine, filthy, go to beardedlumbernc.com. We got those for sale. As always, big shout out to Wood Mizer. Our main contact with Wood Mizer is Joe Maine. I guess his title is blade specialist, but he's a Wood Mizer employee. He can sell you anything Wood Mizer sells. Parts, equipment, blades, sharpeners, setters, kilns, whatever. And anything, give Joe a call. His information will be in the description. Whew. guys, we appreciate each and every one of you watching. I hope you find value in what we do. We'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.